Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see two running backs who took big steps forward in their sophomore campaigns a year ago. Jay Ajayi and Melvin Gordon.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. Rivers now to throw on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. It's complete to Parker, left side. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Some people call it a shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass. All you're trying to do is open up the middle of the field, flip the ball forward. In this case, they didn't gain any yardage.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second and 11. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, Rivers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Los Angeles. And the Redskins there out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, third most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, here's Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. First down, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Clemson, Cordray Tankersley. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They run with Ajayi, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Parkey now following the made field goal to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Second down following the incompletion. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now here come the Dolphins. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now it's Ajayi. Always got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
This is Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Fasano here brings it in. And he'll take it down shy of 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Here's Ajayi. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Let's go.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Throwing again. Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, I had a first-round grade on Hunter Henry coming out of Arkansas for his ability to get downfield and create openings, create space. And he proved his worth as a rookie tight end in 2016.
34 catches, led all rookie tight ends in the league. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's up and good. Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
We got chips over here. Chips over here. Let's overload. Ready.
On second down, Rivers again. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan.
I know that's something people say you have to live with Phillip Rivers as your quarterback. 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons. But remember, he's been dealing with a depleted wide receiver core.
Yeah, that's very true. But those 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons you mentioned, most in the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 2nd up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. And you remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here. They go play action here on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And Devontae Parker was one of 3 Miami receivers to go over 700 yards last year, along with Jarvis Landry and Kenny Stills. But I do know this, they'd love to have one of them emerge and be that 1,000-yard guy and take the pressure off of everyone else.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against...
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. They find some open field here. The 30. 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. Casey Hayward, a Pro Bowler for the first time last year, plays like that or why? Remember, he led the, I know you know this, but led the NFL in interceptions with 7.
And he's done it really in a difficult way because, remember, he plays outside, he plays inside in the slot, and a lot of those routes inside come at you so fast, it's hard to get your head around and make a play on the football. Yet Casey Hayward led the NFL in interceptions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Tannehill now to throw. Now he's flushed out left. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Last year, the Chargers 5-11, so you wouldn't think that they would be tied for the league lead in interceptions, but they were, Charles, with 18.
And now they just need their offense, if they're going to do that again in 2017, to take advantage of and put more points on the board.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Rivers now from the 50. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. 3rd and long for Rivers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did. Gordon.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A Charger first down. Rivers hooking up with Allen.
If the Chargers could get a full season out of Keenan Allen, look out, AFC West.
How much does that change for them?
Changes everything because he's a true #1 receiver. He eats up catches, and his ability to make plays downfield is just tremendous.
Rivers on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Wake in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Rivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Charles Harris in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Now Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. To throw is Rivers. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cameron Wake in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Wake in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off with great anticipation.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll begin the drive with a Johnny. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now Benjamin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Back to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And some room to work. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So for Miami, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now.